On this episode of Delivering Marketing Joy, I talk with Lisa Reed from RHDD, and she tells us about the business of caring. Hey there, and welcome to another edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. I am your host, Kirby Hasseman, and joining me today is a good friend of mine, Lisa Reed, who's the Executive Director of RHDD. Lisa, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, one of the things I know about you is you manage an organization that has different facilities across different areas with different personalities.
Yes.
How do you manage all that and maintain your culture and, quite frankly, your sanity?
Sanity is always in question. I think without good communication, it just wouldn't be possible. We are as far south as Athens and as far north as Holmes County and virtually everywhere in between. And there has to be constant communication between myself and the program managers and their staff, all of the individuals that we serve. And without really strong, good two-way communication, it just wouldn't be possible.
For sure.
Sure.
And I know that culture is important to you guys too. And I love what you're saying about communication being so key about that, for sure.
Yes.
So it's interesting to me, and I was thinking about your organization. It's interesting to me that you're in the business of caring, right?
Yes.
You do this because, quite frankly, the people who work at your organization want to take care of people.
Absolutely.
But you do have to maintain some amount of financial healthiness. How do you balance that? How do you balance those two things?
I guess the best way to answer that would be any decision that I have to make. The first thing that I ask myself is this in the best interest of the agency? And what's in the best interest of the agency is always what's in the best interest of the people that we serve and that of the folks that we employ. And so that's always the first question that I ask myself. And it just seems to be a natural process. If you're doing the right thing, then it works out. And financially, we have an amazing panel of people in our fiscal department. And I tell them some of the things that I want to do, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Lisa, really?" I'm like, yeah, we've got to find a way. They always do. We just have an amazing team here. I wouldn't know what to do without every one of them.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think kind of to your point, when your mission and your values line up with what you're trying to accomplish, a lot of times the finances follow, right?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We've gotten very fortunate in 2016. Our trade association worked very, very, very hard with several other stakeholders over the last few years to get a waiver rate increase, so that in turn we've made the decision we're going to pass along every penny of that increase to our staff. Wow. It's important that the rate that you pay people in some way can match the level of responsibility that they take on every day. And frankly, if we paid $1 million an hour for the folks that work for us, it wouldn't come close to the level of responsibility that they carry. But it's still our goal every day to pass on every penny that we can, so that they understand you are so incredibly valuable to us. And whatever we can do to keep you and to keep you happy, that's our mission every day.
That's awesome. Yeah, it reminds me of a quote. I'm going off script here, but Richard Branson, one of his big quotes is, "Stop worrying about taking care of your customers necessarily. Take care of your employees, and your employees will take care of their customers." And I think that certainly sounds consistent with what you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. And the people that we serve, oh my gosh, they're so precious to us. And frankly, when you get a good employee, the rate of pay obviously is important. You've got to put food on the table for your children and pay the bills. But if you get the right person, the money is the fringe benefit to getting to come in and do this type of work. And I can tell you, frankly, that's my motivation. When I started in this field, I was just so in love with the people that we serve. And I've met so many amazing, strong people since 1992. Yes, 1992. That's when I started here, but I was working with my internship a year or so before then, and I've just met so many amazing, remarkable, strong people in this field. And then, of course, all of the people that work for the agency now too, myself included. We have a common bond through the common goal that we all share, which is to provide the highest quality services to people with DD.
Yeah. So one of the things, and quite frankly, that's inspiring, Lisa. I love to hear that, and I think certainly there are different ways to go about your business, whether it's a for-profit business or a not-for-profit business. You guys are fall into that not-for-profit window. What do you like best about working in the not-for-profit area?
Being able to give back.
Hmm.
It's fabulous. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to give back. We have folks from the community approach us occasionally. Can we rent a gym? Would we be able to use one of your vans for some purpose? And I love being able to say yes. The corporate site was originally a school,
Yeah.
and I love having children back in the hallways of this building. So when the baseball boosters from Coshocton High School approached us a couple of years ago about using our gym through the winter when the weather was awful outside. If they could set up a net and use our gym throughout the winter, would we mind doing that, and how much would it cost? I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that. Having the sounds of children's laughter back in this building, and I couldn't imagine charging anything.
Awesome.
So it's a wonderful feeling being able to give back to the community. We don't pay taxes, so it's our responsibility to be very responsible with the money that we're entrusted with, and to give back in every opportunity that we get.
That's awesome, Lisa. That is a great philosophy, and it's nice to hear an organization that believes it. So you have answered my 3 questions, Lisa, and I know it's your favorite thing in the world to do. But I also give everybody a chance to ask me one. So do you have a question for me?
I do. You are an amazing crazy man, and you're always busy and running around all over the place. How do you juggle so many clients, especially the ones like me that you have to babysit, and stay on top of the cutting edge technology and new items? How do you do that?
No, it's a great question. So thank you first. But I think one of the things that we have developed, and I think you kind of alluded to it earlier in the show, was we've really developed a really strong team. When it comes to technology, the Dustins in our world who helped me put this show together, Josh in that same room, they keep track of a lot of the technical stuff. I mean, I'm intrigued by it, so it's on the periphery, but they tend to point me toward articles and different products that they think would be enhancing our business, and so they're great at helping keeping me on the edge there. When it comes to items in our business, we have publications in our industry. I try to stay on task with them. And then, we've got a team of salespeople who help on that range and help manage clients. And it's amazing how wonderful it feels when you can leave the building and know that clients will still be taken care of even if you're not there. So I think the best answer is that you put a great group of people around you, and they help make you look good, really.
And you certainly have put together a great group of people. They're all so wonderful to work with.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, Lisa, I appreciate you taking the time today. I know that this is literally your favorite time, anytime you get to get on camera, so thank you for that. And maybe we'll do it again sometime, okay?
Certainly. Thank you.
All right. Well, that wraps up another edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We will see you next time.
Thanks for watching, but wait! Can you do me a favor? Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. The way to do it's right over here. And hey, if you want to watch the last episode, check that out over here. Again, before you leave, subscribe!